For ACUSports.com, I'm Chris Macaluso, and with me this afternoon is head distance coach for the Wildcats, is Jarvis Jelen. And Coach, your teams this weekend are headed out to Oklahoma State for the annual Cowboy Jamboree. But this past weekend, you guys had some excellent runs from your men's and women's competitors at North Texas. Your women got to run a 5K in Denton, and your men ran a 4-mile. What were some of your takeaways from each side last weekend?
Yeah, I guess starting on the men's side, the men were supposed to go out a little more conservatively than they did. They got sucked into a fast pace. The overall field was fast. Everyone went fast. So even though we did have a good spread, a decent spread, 1-5 for the men, we're looking to cut that down a lot at this meet and the coming meets. Our top 5, top 6 pack really should be really tight coming up. That's kind of our strength this year on the men's side. But we had continued improvement. Every meet's gone better than the last, so we're going in the right direction. And on the women's side, we have a ways to go still with getting some new people onto the team fitness-wise. Looking forward the rest of the year, there should be a lot more development, but it was a big step up from the last meet, and people are starting to get the hang of things and come into better shape. So it was good, and it was good for them to get a 5K to lots of the newcomers to be able to compare to past times and things like that.
As some of us longtime spectators we came to think or come to see, Gabby Thompson taking over the reins of the women's cross country team. She's been the top finisher the last 2 weeks. She finished in the teens at North Texas. But what can you tell us more about Sierra Bennett? She's been your number 2 runner the past 2 weeks and was upper half of the field. And here she is, a senior in her final year of schoolwork, and she's your number 2 runner.
Yeah, I expected a lot from Sierra, even though she'd been in school here at ACU this whole time and hadn't been on the team, and had very modest success in high school. Just thought she had a lot of potential, and she's been training pretty close to Gabby, and we're definitely looking for her to continue to improve as she gets more races under her belt. She was doing half marathon, road race kind of stuff before coming out for the team, and she still just has to get used to some of the shorter, faster stuff. But I'm definitely happy with us having all the girls out this year and getting a lot of walk-ons on the team. I'm really happy with how things are coming along.
And on the men's side, we had a virtual tie at North Texas with Travis Nichols and Sterling Paul. They got put down at the same exact time, and then right behind them was Ryan Cleary. If you could, just shine a little bit of light on the finish of that race and seeing your top 3 guys come across neck and neck.
Yeah, it was pretty much kind of how I expected it to be. I think Ryan should be up with that group or even further. He's still kind of bouncing back from when he was out for illness and just trying to feel 100% normal. He had a good workout the other day, and we're hoping that he's kind of back at things at OSU, and our 4-5 hopefully can close the gap. I think the fast early pace hurt some of those guys more than it hurt the Travis and Sterling. So I think things will be better at OSU, and we have a kind of a young and experienced team on the guys' side. Even the guys who are older are still a bit inexperienced. So as we get into more races, they'll be able to follow the plan a little bit better and have a little more success.
All right, and then this Saturday around 8 a.m., you guys will be back at the Cowboy Jamboree. This is a race that's always, or for the most part, it's been on ACU's schedule. It's a tough course, and the women are going to run we said a 6K, 5K, and the men are going to run the 8K. Talk to us a little bit about the competition your teams will face and just the difficulty of this course.
Yeah, it's really good competition for where we're at right now. We're hoping we can be competitive with some of the other strong D1 teams that'll be there. A couple ranked teams on the men's side and 1 or 2 ranked teams on the women's side, and then just some solid regionally ranked teams there as well. The course is extremely challenging. It's been around for a long time. They've hosted a lot of big meets there, and people don't run fast, and they recognize that. And that's kind of been the trend this year. We've had some difficult courses early on, and, we're fine with that challenge. And just to kind of see where things shake out with us compared to other teams, not so much looking at fast times or anything. The last couple meets of the year, hopefully we'll be able to run a little faster, but it'll be good just to get against some more regional competition to see where we're at.
All right, Coach, good luck to you and to your Wildcats. Again, this Saturday it's going to be the Wildcats in Stillwater, Oklahoma for the annual Cowboy Jamboree. For Coach Jarvis Jelen, I'm Chris Macaluso. Go Wildcats!